All right, so we want to thank everyone who participated in the All-Star voting this past week. Just to give you guys a little clarification, the fan vote contributed to 20% of the overall selections, combined with the list each of our experts submitted. So if you haven't seen them yet, the selections have been published on our social media outlet and will be updated on our website very soon. The process was really fun this year. We wanted to kind of give fans a vote and a voice in choosing, especially in such a short season. I think it was kind of difficult to really know who's the best players. So why not let the fans, be a part of the process? So we're really glad that it went over well. We had almost 400 votes, which is crazy. That's a lot of people just putting in, their opinions and stuff. So that's really good, and we really appreciate it. But we're going to talk about the other news in Finland right now. And I think let's do men's first division first, the Spaghetti Malya, the Spaghetti Bowl, where the UNC Crusaders beat the Kotka Eagles 20-10. And Q, you had some thoughts on that game. So go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely want to say congratulations, man, to Nessie, the Finnish GOAT of Finland football, man. He's been around a long time, a lot of winning in his career. So shout out to Nessie. On the other side of that, shout out to Robert Johnson, Jason Thomas. Jason Thomas was the reason that I ever even came to Finland. Now he kind of like a father figure to me, still playing. He's like motivation to keep playing football for all these years. But on to Robert Johnson, man. Robert Johnson, in my book, is probably one of the most influential American imports that ever came to Finland. Every team that he's pretty much been on has went to the playoffs. I don't know if it's every season, but I'm pretty sure a lot of those seasons, Robert has been in the playoffs or in the championship game.
Let me try to do some quick math. I think Rojo's first season here was like 2008, if I'm not mistaken. So it's about 12 years.
Yeah, we came around the same time. Yeah.
12 years. And just remembering what he put on the internet, he's
been in 9 championships.
Yeah, he's 7-2. He's been in 9 championships in 12 years.
12 years.
And he's made playoffs at least, I know for sure, at least 1 or 2 of those other years. So it might be all 12 years he's been in the playoffs here in Finland. Like, he's a success story. He is successful, and he's proven it both on the field and as a coach that, if you got Robert Johnson on your staff, on your team, in your organization, you're probably going to have success.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's just what I want to say. The Johnson name, period, because I can't forget about his brother Sid. Sid and the Wolverines are going to the championship. And the last time the Wolverines were in the Maple Bowl, Sid was the quarterback.
Yep. It's full circle,
To go back further than that, when the Butchers were doing their championship thing, Sid was on a few of those championships, so I believe 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah.
So
these Johnson boys.
The Johnson name in Finland definitely is a big thing, man. Those guys, been here a long time. And they just, I just want to give them their flowers, man. They really have done a lot for American football in Finland. So shout out to them.
Yeah. And just last note about the Division I championship, UNC versus Kotka, 2 teams that, we kind of picked them to be in it from the beginning. The game was great. It was kind of what you expected. 2 talented teams, a lot of domestic players on both sides, a few imports on the UNC side, a few more imports, obviously. But like you said, like Nessie has put together a great thing over there in Kotka. And personally, I don't know what's going to happen with, the situation in the Maple League Division I, but I think both of these teams probably are ready to be in the Maple League. So, like, even last year, UNC missed the playoffs because of a coin tip. They had 3 teams with the same record, and they were the 3rd team out for some reason, even though they technically came in 2nd place. But they were ready. I think they were ready last year. They were kind of one of the teams favored to go up against Kotka. Kotka won the league last year, but didn't move up. So, yeah, even though they lost this year, I still think that if both those teams were added to the Maple League, even with the 6 teams you have now, I think an 8-team league would work. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
If anybody's, watching, this is the time now, with the GFL, and word on the street is that the GFL is going through, organizational turmoil. So there might be a split in that league next year. It might not even happen. Who knows? teams are trying to do their own thing, go to other leagues. Blase, blase. Maple League is the strongest league in Europe right now. Adding those two teams and the amount of, influential talent that's going to come over, as well as the addition of spectators, we've had a lot more people coming to games and watching games online this year. It could be beneficial to go to a 18, maybe two conferences, maybe have 4-4 conference format and do something of that nature, similar to what the GFL does on a smaller scale, obviously, and still give maybe a 14-game season. I think a 14-game season is reasonable because you can start earlier in May instead of at the end of May like they usually do. So that's just 3 weeks difference. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. But moving on, also this weekend was the women's Maple Bowl, where the Helsinki Wolverines beat the Tampa Saints 28-0. I got to watch that game, and it was pretty exciting because the last time these two teams played, the Tampa Saints won 14-0. So, people think that, they might win this game. The Wolverine women came in there and smacked them in the face and said, "Nuh-uh, I don't think so." They were all over them. And the don't get it twisted, though. If you haven't seen the game, I mean, it's somewhere on YouTube or something like that anyways. Go check it out because it was good football. I think a lot of people might dismiss the women's sport here and think that, oh, well, it's just girls playing football. If you're watching that Maple Bowl game between these women's teams, it's literally similar action to what you're going to see watching Division I. And I say that with due respect to Division I. The play calling, the play schemes, the plays that are executed, and how the players are reacting in the game is at a very high level. And I feel like we need to promote this sport a little bit more. And let me make my call to action. Damn it, we're running over on time. Here's my call to action, man. Next year, we want to cover the Women's Maple League. We want to. I promise you. But there's literally like 4 or 5 of us working here right now, and we do this for free. There's no money. I'm losing money. Don't tell my wife this. But so if you guys want us to cover the women's sport, we need help. We're asking you to help us. So if you're interested in, covering the sport, even if it's just, updating scores during the games like we do for the Maple League, we could use that help. So hit me up, perfectpurpose@gmail.com, or hit up contact@AmericanFootballinFinland.com. That's a mouthful, but still. Or just send us a DM on the Instagram. Don't send us a message on Facebook. We don't want to answer those. But send us a DM on the Instagram and say, hey, I can help y'all out. Hey, let's work something out, We'll get you a free hoodie or something. Y'all see Q wearing that hoodie? We'll get you one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Exclusive. Them exclusive. Everybody don't get those. So, we want to help out the best we can. But, yeah, it was great. And also in the women's first division, the Mikkele Bouncers beat the Kotka Eagles 28-8. The Mikkele Bouncers women's team, another squad out there. I know they're Division I, but they've been a squad all season. They've been blowing chicks out all throughout the league. And kudos to the Kotka Eagles team, because there you go again, similar to the Wolverines, you got 2 teams. You got your men and your women's team in the championship. That's their highest level of women's team. And it's in Division I. They're in the championship. And I think they were in the championship last year. So there's good things going on out there in Kotka. So, kudos to Nessie and Essie. I'm pretty sure her name's Essie because she kind of does the women's side. So both of those 2 people are doing really good things for Kotka and the Eagles organization. Last thing about the league, just reiterate, it wasn't played this weekend, but for the men's second division, the Pickler Spartans beat the Helsinki Wolverines 21-13. Did I say the Wolverines again?
Yeah, again. 3 teams. 3 teams.
So you're telling me their men's team, their women's team, and their second men's team all playing in championships. I don't care if they win them. That's a good organization. Yeah. Like, y'all are doing what y'all got to do to, be relevant and be good at this sport. So kudos to everybody. Youth seasons are still going on. I think there was a U15 championship last weekend. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the next couple of weeks we're going to be seeing the youth championships, U17, U19. The U17 championship is going to be in Helsinki on the 20th of September because I've been invited to that, so I will be out there, representing AFF. So everybody who's won, congratulations on the season well done. And obviously now everybody needs to look to the Maple Bowl. We should see everybody out there. And even the juniors, there shouldn't be – I don't think there's any – actually don't think there's any games or championships this weekend. Or at least there shouldn't be. I'm not 100% sure about the youth schedule. But either way, all these adult teams have played. All eyes should be on the Maple Bowl. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the teams that made it to the championships. Even if you didn't win, still a great accomplishment to be one of the best teams in your league. And, here on AFF, we want to give you guys even more exposure and even more support. But obviously, we're going to need some help to do it. So, hit us in the DMs if you can.
Shout out to SER. I call it SER, but that's SE River. My favorite Wolverines player. Guaranteed my favorite Wolverines player.
Okay, shout outs. All right, man. We're going to move on.